We are live. We reached 28,000 subscribers. I greatly appreciate the support of the producers. Like last month, we literally gained over 1,000. So we are less than 2,000 subscribers away from 30,000 subscribers. So one thing that I do want to ask is that you like the video. So when you come on in the room, like the video, okay? Like the video when you come in a room, like the video, coming in, like. Greatly appreciate with the likes. What does the like do? The like drive us in the algorithm and make us reach a certain goal so more people can be notified. Only about 20% of my 28,000 people that are following me get their notification. So if you like, then it shows up in people timeline. Okay. So when you come on in, like the video, when you come on, just click the like button, like the video. Also, we have a text that we send out a text. We doing everything possible for you all to be notified when I go live. So when you come in, click the like button. It is free. It don't cost a thing. I'm super excited to reach 28,000 subscribers. We will be at 30,000. My goal is to be at 100,000 subscribers by next year, by the end of next year. So that can be possible if you all subscribe to the show. Let your friends know that we go live and we appreciate the support. Okay. But make sure hold on. Got something going on with my face. Okay. Thank you. Go live. Thank you. I was emailing something. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go live. Greatly appreciated. We had 28,000 subscribers, so I'm just so happy that we at this. I didn't think that we was going to be at 28,000. I woke up and I saw the number. I said, oh my gosh, we are like gaining subscribers, and I greatly appreciate it because I get up and I do the live, I work, and I get up here and give you content. And I greatly appreciate you all for supporting our show. I just greatly appreciate that. We have some topics that we're going to dive into, some heavy topics. We're going to be talking about Rizza Islam. A member from the Nation of Islam has been accused of rape. We're going to be talking about that. We also going to be talking about Dr. Larry Reid. We got some updates on that. But when I tell you this live is going to be heavy, but we will have the phone lines open up. And so we definitely going to talk about it. So let's get into it. Let's first talk about Akbar. Let me talk about that as well. She have her Twitter account suspended. So I do want to greatly appreciate whoever follow me on Facebook, on Instagram. We do post over there. We got a new writer, my first employee that gonna start soon. That's gonna be updating our Facebook page and our Instagram page, because I want to say this: Akbar has been suspended from Twitter, and she was blaming why is I'm suspended and Cardi B not suspended. I don't know. That's just how that goes. But the reason why I'm starting like my Facebook page and starting to post on my Instagram is because I do not want to beg to be posted on the Shade Room, Ball Alert, or any of these entities. I want to build my own table. So I don't want to be sitting here saying, "Oh my gosh, the Shade Room didn't post me. Oh my God, Baller didn't post me. Oh my God, Hollywood Unlocked didn't post me. My life." I'm like, listen, I'm going to be big building my own table. So we're going to be posting celebrity gossip, politics, trending news. Super excited. So I have a person that's going to be updating the page, which they will be paid. Okay, they would be paid to do that, and so your donations goes into helping people to grow the show. But we're going to be uploading our Instagram page and on our TikTok. We're also going to be updating our Facebook page and stuff like that. So I greatly appreciate it. So I've been making little captions. I've been making little stuff going on my Instagram, and you all have been liking and sharing and all of that. So I just definitely not going to be begging, because I reached out to these people, and with the Kaylin Walker interview, I interviewed this man. This man was begging and pleading. I sent it to all the blogs. Not one of the blogs picked it up. And right then and there, I was sitting in my bed, and I said, well, I think it's time for me to create my own blog and create my own outlet, because people are not posting me. And I didn't go out there, make a post and get mad. I said, well, I just posted myself. I just posted on my own Instagram. So, and stuff like that. Then I have a sister. She's an amazing writer. Her name is Ebony. We're gonna have her write some posts and stuff like that. And my goal is to have a whole team of people. So I just want to just definitely do it. So I'm greatly appreciate that. We have a post that's gonna come out. You all will see. You will be like, who is that writing this for Wiley? Her name is Ebony. And so we are definitely doing that. And so how you can contribute and help us by donating to the show and contributing to the show by buying t-shirts and mugs, so we can get more employees to help us to grow the brand, because I don't want to sit here and beg people to post me, because a lot of these blogs, unfortunately, they only want to post a certain amount of people. I remember we interviewed what was his name, Roland Ray. We interviewed Roland Ray. We got the exclusive on Roland Ray about his boyfriend, about some things that was going on. He was in the blogs. I sent it to all the blogs, every one of them. Not one of the blogs picked it up. Not one. So I'm not going to sit here and beg these blogs or be mad at them, because that's their outlet. I'm just going to create my own outlet and stuff like that. It's going to come a time where they're going to be requesting, "Oh, Wiley, can we do a piece on you? Can we interview you? Can we do a project in it?" That's just definitely going to happen. I want to say this: a lot of people has been begging me to be on Chasing Dallas, and just on Chasing Dallas, we sent an email. We applied for Jason Dallas, and they denied us. So I don't know. Even some of the cast members of Chasing Dallas said, "You should be on Chasing Dallas," and I'm like, okay. So we sent an email. Out of each people that they probably picked, we have the bigger platform. And I think that we would have been a good person on Chasing Dallas. But of course, they did not pick us. Wasn't mad, wasn't upset. And then a clip, shout out to Sean Bradley. Sean Bradley posted a clip of a reality show that we're going to be a part of. Then my phone was ringing like, and I said, you all have a certain type of man that y'all want. Y'all want the socialites. Y'all want the guys that look good and polished and all of that. And you're missing out on some good, talented people, and that can really bring ratings to your show. So if you don't want me, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be like, you didn't do it. I said, I just work with another project. And so when people send me emails and say you should be a part of it, we send emails to these people. They don't want a person like Wiley. They just don't. They want people with straight eyes. Uh-oh. Did I say it? They want people with straight eyes. They want people with a certain look. They just that's just what they want. And it is what it is. It's just like you that's just the type, that's just what the type that they want. It's really, really a challenge when you come out there. Thank you, Cadero. You said, hey, I definitely understand what you're saying. I definitely had to create my own platform. You have to create your own platform because I do not want to be in that uh, situation where I have to beg. And so I sent an email, didn't get mad. The executive producer, they came to Dallas and they invited me to come out and hang out. And I was like, this has been great. I should have hung out with them. But then I'm like, if I'm not okay to be on a show, why should I go out and hang out and have some drinks? I don't understand. If I'm okay to go out and have drinks, then should I be on the show? And I don't know if executive producer Ardario, did he have something to do with the decision? But I know I would have brought the ratings for Chasing Dallas. It is nobody on reality TV that looks like me. Okay, there's nobody. We would have definitely brought the ratings to that show. We would have took that show to a whole nother level. So, but I greatly, it is what it is. So we applied months ago. We got a decline. I sent another person to be on the show. He would have been great for ratings. They denied him. Sent another person. So everybody I was sending, they was just denying. So I'm like, it is what it is. We will see how that show would be. Okay. This is why I kind of like stopped covering these reality shows because they just want a certain look on their show. So I kind of pulled back covering these shows. And I'm like, why would I cover something that I am definitely being denied on? And I have an audience that with money, people that got money, that an audience, an international audience. And it is what it is. I have an international audience, people all around. We just went to Vegas and we had an audience there. I'm planning on going to Virginia, and I think it's an audience in Virginia. So we touring around. But I am not upset. I'm not angry because I understand the game. It is a certain type of people they want on these shows. They want the people with a nice body, people with the six pack. And some of these guys that they pick do not have a personality. They got the look, they are attractive, they look good, but they do not have a personality. They're not funny and all of that. I know I would have brought in about 5 storylines that would have been entertaining, that would have drove the ratings. Okay. Okay. But it is what it is. And so it's definitely going to be their loss. But I'm letting my audience know because you all send me emails saying you should be on Chasing Dallas or you should be on the show. And I say it humbly, we apply, they decline us. And so that's what it is. We apply to these shows and they decline. So I do greatly appreciate, Sean Bradley and Ty and the production team over there with Ty Entertainment for giving me the chance to work on this television project. And so hopefully that see the green light. Hopefully that goes. But in that snippet that came out, and that was just Atlanta, that's not even an Orlando snippet. People was like, oh my gosh, Wiley, you are talented. You are the star. You're extremely talented. And so that's going to be a lot of people's that said no. They're going to be looking at me on television and they're going to be like, man, I should have gave this brother a chance. And that's going to be their loss. Okay. And that's going to be their loss. We reached out to shows to host. I think we would have been one of the best hosts on reality television. We reached out to these people, they declined. I remember, and we're gonna get into the topics, but we talking right now. I remember we sent an email and we sent it out to G Status. We had the highest views or reviews of G Status. Nobody touched our reviews. We reached out and said, hey, I should host this reunion because I know all the storylines. It would be good television. They picked two hosts that didn't know the cast. They didn't know the cast name because they was attractive. They look good, but they didn't know the cast. They didn't know their name. They didn't know the storyline. They had to be coached to do it. And I'm like, wait a minute. Here I am, interview 99% of the cast. The cast know me. I would have brought the ratings to the show, and they said no. I also think that, chasing reality. I should be a host on Chasing Atlanta, Chasing LA, because I would bring the ratings. It would be good quality television that some of you never seen. And I'm already bringing in and ushering in a fan base, a massive fan base that will tune in just because I'm sitting on that stage. So when people come to me and say, you should host, you used to do this, I say, guys, you should go to them, to the producers, and talk to them, because we request it and we get denied. So don't think that I'm not working behind the scenes and bringing people to these shows. I'm doing my job. I'm letting it be known that when I reach out, these people deny. They don't mind hanging out and we drinks and we go out, we take selfies. They don't mind that. And this is why I'm very strategic on who I sit with, who I drink with, who I party with. Because I feel like this, if we can't go into business together, there's no need for me going out to drinks with you. No need. So you rarely see me out taking pictures, drinking with folks, rubbing elbows with people. You rarely see that. Now, I would go out with my supporters. I would get a plane ticket and go to Virginia and see my supporters in Virginia. I just went to Vegas. I wouldn't mind talking to my supporters because they view me. I wouldn't mind going out for drinks and say, hey, let's go out and stuff like that. And I understand it. And I get it that you have to rub elbows, you have to network. I understand that. I get it. And we will do that more. And then when I network with these people, just like I reached out to Markel, because Markel was saying he was talking very reckless about me. And he was listening to some rumors and allegations that just was not true. And it got misconstrued by Armand Wiggins' friend. And I saw that man in public. I said, Kimmy and Markel, we got to talk. Because what that man said, he lied to you, honey. Okay? Out man to man. I thought, because I was nominated for an award for best YouTube channel in Dallas, and I wanted to talk to Reese G. Reese G took his big behind. He went to his seat. He just didn't want to speak to me. But I said, Kimmy and Markel, and I said, let me talk to you. And we talked, and he apologized, and we good now. But I'm going to confront you. If I feel like you were talking reckless to me online, when I see you in person, we got to have a conversation. So we had a conversation. Okay? I was ready to be to have a positive resolution, and I was ready if I had to get nuck in you butt resolution. I was ready for both. Okay? All right? So that's what we were doing. So to the public, to my audience that send me emails and say Wiley should be on this show, we apply, you guys. We send emails. We apply, but they deny us all around. I don't know if they talk to different people about me, and most of the time they talk to liars about the Wiley Show. And they don't even know. They talk to liars. that never met me in person. I'm the sweetest guy that you ever would meet in person. They talk to liars. I remember we were supposed to have a guest on this show. His name was Jeremy Copeland. Baby, we talking about it all today. And he went on this show, and this man told Jeremy, "Don't go on the Wiley Show." The man no longer doing YouTube anymore. I saw Jeremy Copeland on a new show that he's doing on Stars, the Step Up series. Step Up. It's a show on Stars called Step Up. It's really good. Neo is in there. It's a good show. And I see Jeremy Copeland in the show. So my gosh, he's extremely talented, attractive, and amazing actor. So today we tagged him in a post, but I did not forget about him not coming on the show because somebody lied to him about me. Okay. And I still kept the same positive, good relationship, good energy that I put out. And I said, listen, good, talented, good people. You did a good show. I reached out to him in a DM. Good. But when I tell you, I have to be very cautious on who I'm going to interview, pre-announce, because people, I lost 2 guests because of lies because of that. 2 guests. I used to bring guests in my home and interview them. I had to stop that because we had a guest that came to my home. We had drinks, and they were already drinking at somebody else's house. They came and they had some more drinks at my house, and they forgot where they was. Okay, they went to Atlanta and spread a rumor about me that I put something in their drink. They didn't remember the let's all blah 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 blah. And I said, oh my gosh, that didn't happen. So I kind of have to, I stopped, and you rarely see me bring a guest in my home because rumors started, and I didn't even know I was being trashed in Atlanta. And then the guy came, and I have to remind him, you was drinking before you got to my house. You drank at my house, then you left and you was drinking some more. So if you forgot, that's on you because you was just doing all the drinking. And so now when I bring a guest in my house, I don't have alcohol. I don't offer alcohol because people are weird. People are weird. So we had to clear that up. And somebody sent that particular person a DM. I'm gonna never forget it. And they were trashing me. Oh, you was at Wiley House. They was just really trashing me in the DM. He sent me the DM of the person that said it, and you're going to be shocked the person that said it. So, oh my God. And it was all lies. And I brought another guy came to my house. Good. His name was August. And he's on, what show is he on? I want to give him a shout out. He's on a show. We interviewed them. It's a show out in Houston. The Real High Boys of Houston. Okay, I hope I said it right. His name is August. Very attractive guy, very professional. He came and did the interview, no problems. He had to call in to defend me and said, Wiley is not like this. He's a good guy. Good guy. And that's why I stopped bringing, not August Alsina, not August Alsina. His name is August, but it's not August Alsina. So I stopped bringing guests, in my home because rumors. And I don't want to have to get out here and all these rumors and stuff like that. So I stopped bringing, and I even stopped, associating myself with the LGBTQ community. I kind of like stopped associating myself with that community while doing episodes and doing shows and they're in my house. Stop doing it because of rumors. And I get offers to, can I come on your show? Let's do this project. Can I come over? And all like, no, because I got to be very cautious because I'm growing and I have an audience and I have a name, and people will try to bring out allegations. So I dealt with that. And so we definitely have to talk about it. So, yes, not August Alsina. His name is August. Okay. Very attractive guy. Had another attractive guy came to my house, very professional. He did the show. It was definitely great. So, I kind of like stopped bringing, guys over to my house. And I was like, listen, I'm going to just stop because this is a mess. Because you got to clean stuff up. It's just really, really a mess. If you meet me in person, just the sweetest. I'm the sweetest pie. I'm the nicest person ever. Okay. And I stopped doing it because people are weird. So let's get into the Larry Reid piece. I understand allegations, but that's what it is, allegations. I've seen people lose opportunities because of allegations. Some has been falsely accused. I go back to Brian Banks. He lost because of false allegations. He lost a scholarship. Make sure y'all like the video when y'all come in. He lost a scholarship. He was thrown in jail because a black woman lied on him. So do not think like people won't lie. Even though there are real victims of abuse that have been abused, they are out there. Real victims. Now, when the Larry Reid piece, I was up all night. I only got 2 hours of sleep. I was watching Conscious TV because I'm not afraid to say people name over here at the Wiley Show. Okay, Conscious TV. Conscious TV he works very closely with Dr. Larry D. Reid. He played an audio. Now sit with me, people, because I want to get my commentary on this. He played an audio, and the audio that he played, one of the accusers that called into Daryl Moore YouTube show, his cousin DeMarco, hope I'm saying his name right. Let me get it right tonight. DeMarco is the cousin. He called him and recorded the conversation. The accuser said, I don't remember saying this. I was going through a tough time. I don't have no problems, Larry. That ain't how I talk. I apologize. And I'm sitting here like, dude, it is no much Shamarco, whatever, you Shamarco. Thank you, Shamarco. And he said these allegations that Larry Reid did things to him, said these allegations. And the guy was like, I do not remember what I said. I do not remember that. I do not remember. So I'm sitting here flabbergasted. Like, what? You sit and you lied on Larry Reid. You don't remember, and it's just sorry. Tarnishing his image potentially can destroy deals that Larry Reid can potentially make in Hollywood. It's very disturbing. And it is so sad. And Larry Reid said something. Let me see, because I screenshotted it. Give me a second here. Do I have it? Because I know I did some screenshots yesterday. It didn't say. Okay, I think I got it right here. Okay, Larry Reid said this in Conscious TV Live, and I screenshotted it. He said this. Larry Reid said this quote: "Ain't that many drugs in the world? It's jealousy because I took your brother away and some money exchange, whatever else we don't know." Okay, it is so sad that that man, one of the accusers, lied on Larry Reid because he recanted his story. So already you're not credible. Because if you say a story and say, this guy did this, and then the next thing you send out your mouth in a recording, he didn't do this. I don't remember that. I don't sound like that. I don't remember like that. You're no longer credible because you were caught in a bold-faced lie. You said this happened, then you recanted and said it did not happen. It's really sad. And unfortunately with Larry, because he have the money and the resources, when you sue somebody, if they don't have no money, you took the risk, right? You took the risk, you paying for the lawyers and all of this, and they don't have no money. So you got to let go of this. And people, when we look at the whole Cardi B and a Tasha K situation, Cardi B had to go through all of this, spend millions in legal fees, and still got to spend more hundreds of thousands of dollars to get her millions if she ever would see the millions. So back to this situation, Larry Reid is very unfortunate. I believe Larry Reid is innocent. I believe he's innocent. I believe that those young men are mad and pressed because they can't be friends with Larry Reid for whatever reason. They mad because they were kicked out and they tried to take him down with these allegations. I do believe that Larry Reid is innocent, and I do believe hopefully those young men, wherever they at, will come out with some public statements to recant these stories because according to Conscious, they want to recant, others want to recant, but they are afraid because of Daryl Moore. But you said what you said. My thing is this: be a man. If you know that this did not happen, then come out the same when you was out loud with the lie, come out and bring that same fire with the truth that you lied. And it's very unfortunate. And then you got Bishop Whitehead, who is an opportunist. He get more clicks and views talking about celebrity gossip than he do on his own sermons. Bishop Whitehead is hurt because Bishop Bernard Jordan did not want to fool with him. He was rejected from Bishop Bernard Jordan. He was rejected from Dr. Larry D. Reid. Rejected. So he cannot deal with rejection. So his old deal is, I'm mad because y'all did not invite me to the table. So I'm going to drag Larry D. Reid and I'm going to drag Bishop Bernard Jordan because they rejected me. That is Bishop Whitehead situation. He was rejected. He did not win when he ran for public office. He was rejected. The voters said no. The congregation is not growing. You only got 6 members. So now what Bishop Whitehead is, I'm now going to build my public commentary career off of the back of Bishop Bernard Jordan. Make sure y'all like the video. And Dr. Larry D. Reid, because I was rejected. Everybody cannot deal with rejection. So what a person, when they can't deal with rejection, they will lie and try to tear you down because you rejected me. Bishop Whitehead only got 6 members. He want to be on Bishop Bernard Jordan level. He want to be on Bishop T.D. Jakes level. He want to be on Pastor Jamal Bryant level, but it ain't hitting for him. And that's why he's mad, because you have somebody like Larry Reid got a bigger impact in the ministry. Do you do with Bishop Bernard Jordan? And I went all the jury and all of this, and I've been rejected. Okay, only got 5 or 6 members. Bishop Bernard Jordan have more members than that. Dr. Larry Reid got more members than that. Dr. Larry Reid can put a post out and say, I'm preaching at this church. I need y'all to join me, and have hundreds of people there, as well as when he did his event, he had all type of, he had Tamar Braxton, he had Yolanda Adams. And one thing about Bishop Whitehead, he don't have that. He don't have any of that. And so only thing he have is his online presence, not because we're coming because we love Bishop Whitehead. We're coming because he's reading Dr. Larry Reid. And people like it when you read people. I read people daily on my show. When we read certain ones, the numbers are bigger. Okay? So that's the problem with Bishop Whitehead. He ain't famous for his sermons. Nobody can quote one of his sermons. But they can say, man, did you hear what he said about Larry Reid? That is what he's going to be known for, unfortunately. He was rejected. Daryl Moore was rejected from Larry Reid. He did not get in with the in crowd. So what did he do? Let me tear down Larry Reid. It was another gentleman on Daryl Moore's show. They did the A-Team. It was a gentleman and it was a lady. The other gentleman went to Larry Reid and wanted to work with Larry Reid. Larry Reid said, get your own platform. The man started to drag Larry Reid. So this is a group of people that was rejects, and they're trying to tear down Larry Reid. But you can't tear down somebody that the foundation is strong. And people know this is a bunch of bull. That's why CNN didn't pick it up. That's why the Shade Room didn't pick it up. That's why the neighborhood didn't talk to it, because they know it's a bunch of cow manure. And they was rejected. Okay. And so Daryl was rejected. He never made it as an actor. You have to look at the history. Daryl always wanted to be the next Denzel Washington. Didn't make it. He was overweight. He never made it as an actor. He never made it as an actor. He never made it in Hollywood. He never made it. He never made it as a producer. These things he never made it as. So he tried to get fame off of Larry Reid. His career as an actor never made it as a. He's not in a relationship. Wife left him. He's stuck with the child. He never made it. So you in your 50s, almost in your 60s, got to smoke a cigarette to shake down another man. Never made it. These are facts. If you don't like it, it is what it is. Just my opinion, okay? He never made it. All you could do was put a cigarette in your mouth. Let me tear down Larry Reid. I told that brother when he came on my show, you might get sued. He was so obsessed with Larry. Everything. This man sent me Larry Reid some fake tax documents, and he never made it. He was rejected, never made it as an actor. If he would have put 90% of that energy into going to acting classes, into knowing how to write a script, he maybe would have made it in Hollywood. All of that energy he put in tearing out Larry Reid, he could have made in Hollywood. They didn't reach out to Daryl Moore for Kingdom Business. They didn't reach out to Daryl Moore. Daryl Moore didn't get a phone call. They reached out to Larry D. Reid. So that's why Daryl is upset and mad and pressed. And that's why now his YouTube career is in the grave. He can't even garner an audience now. He just, because he didn't do it for the love. He just did. I just want to tear down Dr. Larry D. Reid. Where is he now? He's not out there acting. He's not out here working in Hollywood. He's somewhere delivering Uber Eats, Grubhub. There's nothing wrong with delivering Uber Eats and Grubhub. But that's so low to the ground when Larry Reid is in Hollywood. He's eating shrimp, lobster. He's traveling, buying people homes, paying off people debts. Here you are, got to deliver Grubhub. It is nothing wrong delivering Grubhub. It is nothing wrong working and delivering Uber Eats. But that got to feel so bad when you tune into your television and you see Larry D. Reid. The man that you tried to tear down and destroy is on your television screen while you is delivering Uber Eats. Nothing wrong with delivering Uber Eats. I don't want people to get upset. What you saying? Is there something wrong with delivering? Ain't nothing wrong delivering Uber Eats and Grubhub. But if you wanted to be this famous actor, that have to hurt you when you in your 50s and 60s. Something wrong, like you wanted to be an actor, but don't nobody know you. Okay? All right. Can y'all like the video? Come on in the room of light. And so ain't nothing wrong delivering to Uber Eats and Grubhub. But if you wanted to be the next Will Smith, that'd be something. And so my advice to Daryl is to really work on topics. You are a senior citizen, work on reviewing movies, reviewing television shows. Do that, and that can be your niche. Or you can go live and talk about Larry, like, oh, you can't talk about him no more because you went to court. You could talk about Wiley, you could talk about King Josh, you could talk about all these people. But I think as a senior citizen, you should give us the senior perspective of Hollywood. Give us the senior perspective of movies, of shows. Give us that senior citizen perspective. And you can puff on your cigars, but money is so low, the man can't even afford cigars. That got to be painful. When your money is so low, you can't even buy a pack of cigars. So that's my advice. I had to say it, but we're gonna move on to our other topic. We gotta talk about Rizza Islam. Rizza Islam. I don't know if anybody know him, but I'm gonna post show a picture of him and Minister Farrakhan because he's on the docket as well. So Rizza Islam got an allegation against him. And the allegation he got against him is a woman in the Nation of Islam have accused him of rape. And Minister Farrakhan have responded, and I want to play the audio, have responded to that and told his followers, registered members, it was a private conversation to not to the public, but to the registered members of the Nation of Islam. So I want to play a clip of that. Give me a second. And I was like, what? This actually happened? Play a clip of it so you all can hear what the minister said about Rizza Islam.
If you're listening, I wish you very well. The very handsome brother. His brother Rizza, if you're listening, I wish you very well. The very handsome brother. Highly intelligent, but you gotta bring your moral standard up because the women are gonna fall in love with you. But you can't have them all now. The sister is charging you, brother Rizza, with rape. That's a horrible charge. You better come to the class, FOI class, and learn how to be a good man. So, Brother Rizza, I very much love you. And I respect the good work that you do. But don't mess it up by being immoral. Because you're handsome and highly intelligent and you win arguments. Good. But you can't win an argument with God and his law. And you're going to have to answer to the law. If Brother Rizza, if you
all right. So it's an allegation. Brother Rizza just announced not so long ago that he's engaged, and they're saying that his fiance put a charge out on him that he raped her. And Ms. Farrakhan said that he should come to the FOR class to learn how to be a good man. So that is an allegation. So it's yet another black man got an allegation. Me personally, I think that Brother Rizza should go to the FRI class so we can get more details of this. I don't know how did Minister Farrakhan, one of my sources are saying that he talked to the young lady and she told him that Rizza raped her. So we are definitely going to keep you all updated with this. I am definitely going to be making a phone call to the Nation of Islam on tomorrow for their national headquarters to get a statement, because now this is public and I'm the media. So I'm going to reach out and say, is he going to respond? I reached out to Rizza Islam, didn't get a response. I definitely will be calling Chicago, the national headquarters on tomorrow and say, hey, did Brother Rizza respond? Like, what's going on? What is the official statement from the Nation of Islam? Definitely will be responding. So hopefully we will get a response. But that is what's going on. I don't know if this actually happened, but the minister said what he said. So I'm like, whoa, like what's going on here? So we definitely are going to keep y'all updated, and we're definitely going to do it. Rizza Islam is a member of the Nation of Islam. He's definitely one of the popular ones. He's very outspoken, but we definitely are going to get more details about this and see what it did this really happen. So we definitely will be calling the national headquarters of the Nation of Islam in Chicago. They right over on there on the south side. So we definitely will in Chicago. We definitely will be calling them tomorrow and to get a statement. I don't know if they're going to give us a statement. I don't know if they're going to say no comment, but we definitely will be, calling them. It's right on Stony Island. And we definitely will be calling on 73rd and Stony Island. So we definitely will be calling them to get a statement, because these allegations are serious. And so Minister said what he said. So I'm going to call the national office tomorrow and to get an understanding. I'm going to announce who I am. I'm working with the Wiley Show, and we are definitely going to respond, because I think it's very terrible if that were to happen. People think just because that's your fiance, just because in a relationship. I remember it was a show, and they were talking about, do wife have the consent? Can a wife be raped? I remember that was a topic, and people say yes. If just because you are married to him and that woman say no and you continue to do it, you can't do that. That does not give you legal recourse just because she is your wife. If she say no, that means no. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely will keep y'all updated on that. We will be calling the national office tomorrow, and I may even stream when I'm calling them to let y'all know we will call the national office, because I want to know, these are serious allegations. Rizza Islam talk about everybody, talks about the system, talk about all this, but is he a rapist? We definitely will be calling the national office tomorrow. I will be calling, so if anybody want to join us and call, we definitely will call. I don't know if they're going to be tight lip about it, but we definitely will call. I don't know if y'all want to join me in calling the national office tomorrow, but we will be calling the headquarters in Chicago. We definitely will be doing so. And we definitely will be calling. I don't mind calling. Now, we may not get a response, but we will call the national office to get a response. If they say no, I understand it, but I will be calling, and then I will be making a phone call to the Chicago Tribune, to the Sun Times, to see if they heard anything. So I will be making some phone calls tomorrow. I will call. People say I'm not going to call, but I will be calling tomorrow to the national office, and I will definitely probably stream it on Stationhead and call about it. So we definitely will talk about it on our show. We will say about, do y'all think I would get a response? Let it be known. Do y'all think I would get a response? And if they say no comment, I will relate to you, say no comment. They said no comment. So we will be reaching out to the Nation of Islam national office. I don't know if we got any Muslims in the house, but we definitely will be talk about it. So I don't know if I would get a response, but it's my job to you get to know what's going on. So we're gonna open up the phone lines. They hang up when you say who you are. I don't think they're gonna hang up on me, but we will see. I'm gonna call tomorrow and ask. Okay. If people say I'm gonna get a no comment, I'm definitely gonna call. I'm gonna be very careful with it. I actually have family that joined the Nation of Islam. I don't mind calling. I'm gonna call them tomorrow. And if I get a no comment, I get a no comment. I will be relaying the information. Okay, I do call. People say I don't call. I do call. I will be calling the national office. And if anybody want to join me, call. We can all call. Okay. All right. If they don't discuss things with it, it's already public. So I'm going to be calling. Whether they give me a no comment or not, it's still my job to call them to get an answer because this is now public. So I will be calling. Okay. I will leave a voice note because it was leaked. Somebody leaked it. Somebody leaked it. So I'm calling it. It was leaked. I didn't leak it. Well, I leaked it on here, but it was playing that all over on TikTok. And then I heard a podcast. They was playing it on a podcast on Spotify. So I will be calling. I think I'm like, don't call. I will be calling. And I know some of y'all gonna be nosy and call as well. Okay. They talk about, all right, I definitely will be calling. I can't call them now because I believe they closed. Because they closed right now. It's 11 o'clock.
Your show now, press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 21 seconds.
And I want to say they're going to make an official statement about it because it's public. I'm going to call. What's up, Steve? I'm going to call. If they
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
I don't care if they line up outside my house. I would buy a bean pie from them, but I'm still going to call. I would purchase a bean pie, but I'm still going to call. He addressed the members of the Nation of Islam. He addressed the members, which was not to the public. So somebody in the Nation of Islam, the organization, leaked the phone call and gave it to the public. So I have the public, and so I'm the media. So I'm going to call the National House and ask them to give me a statement regarding the Rizza Islam allegations, because the leader of the Nation of Islam responded to Rizza Islam and said he need to come to the FOI class to learn how to be a good man. So this is not something that Wiley came up. Minister Farrakhan said this. So I have to reach out to the Nation of Islam and ask them to give a statement. Okay? I'm definitely going to reach out to them. And I'm going to be professional. Okay? I'm going to say, good morning. How you doing? My name is Brother Wiley from the Wiley Show. I heard from Minister Farrakhan that he addressed the Nation of Islam about Rizza Islam rape allegations. I am calling to get a statement so I can relay it back to my audience, see if I can get an official statement from the Nation of Islam. So I'm going to reach out. What's the problem? It was leaked. So if something leaks and people are talking about it, I'm going to reach out to the Nation of Islam and get a statement. So the phone lines is open up. If anybody from the Nation of Islam want to call in, you can call it Rizza Islam. If you're listening, send us a Rizza Islam if you're listening. Okay? If you're listening, you can definitely call in. Okay? The Beyonce, call in. We definitely, hey, if y'all got her information, send it to me. So we will be calling tomorrow. I talked about Akbar in the first segment. I'm not calling the ministers tonight because they close. Yeah, them bean pies is good. All right, 8536 caller, you're live on the air.
Hi, Wiley. Good evening, or
Good evening.
I guess good morning. So if you do call tomorrow, I think someone in the chat said it best. I mean, they're just going to say no comment because it's a leak. But I mean, I get it. You're going to call. You're going to see if they're going to give a comment.
Because if this was the media
And
going to call, even though you may get a no comment is still a comment that I can say, hey.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. I'm saying that you're not going to be the only one. You're not going to be the only one that's.
I know I'm not going to be the only one. And you never know. They might give me some tea. They might give me a statement that, you know.
I don't know. I have lots of affiliations with the Nation of Islam. I don't know if they're going to necessarily give you a statement, especially when it's a leaked document or a leaked conversation. And if Minister Farrakhan said that he thinks that he needs to go to an FOI class, yeah, I don't know if they're going to necessarily address it. They're not known for.
Do you think that Rizza should respond publicly about this? Because if ministers say,
no, I don't. I don't think it would be appropriate, and it would not be following the protocol. Like, he already is doing a little bit more than most ministers.
Okay.
So I don't see him being able to, especially with this type of allegation, if he wants to stay in affiliation, I don't see him making any public statement.
Because the minister said you can't have all the women. Like, whoa. That's what the minister. I didn't make the minister said that, and I rarely hear, and I'm not a part of the Nation because I'm not a registered member, but I never hear the minister address a member and say, hey, you can't have all the women, and a rape is a serious charge. And you know how when he said it, what happened if you would do that to the women in the Nation of Islam. I'm not gonna say what the minister said, but he said that what you should get is the D word. And it ends with an H. So I'm trying.
I mean, like I said, if he gives a statement, he gives a statement. The question that I have for you is, there's been so many content creators that's covering this Larry Reid situation. I follow all of the content creators. You know, I see everything. And what kind of looking a little weird to me is, it seems like there is this desire to believe. It's like the people who are on Larry Reid's side want to believe him and don't want to question anything. And the folks who don't believe him don't want to look at the court documents. They don't want to believe anything. And for the people like me who are in the middle, who are trying to put together the pieces and parts, it just feels like at this point, everything's becoming very conflated. And so at what point do we step away from this and see where the dust settles? Because it just seems like it's real volatile on these YouTube streets with this. And today, live with CTV.
I think because CTV went live and Larry Reid did go on his live and I didn't catch what Larry Reid said because I was at work, and I know he did like maybe 30 minutes on Conscious TV Live. He talked. So
I watched it.
What did he say? Was it any developments or anything that he said? Because I know Khan just played the audio last night on the guy recanting his story to his cousin, saying that this did not happen. I didn't remember saying that. All type of stuff.
So I don't think Larry really gave any. I don't think he gave any type of definitive information. I think it was more or less, hey, Conscious, thanks for having my back and putting this information out there. You know, I'm a very forgiving person. I feel like he just kind of didn't really defend himself or anything. And then today's live really was Conscious interview with one of the accusers, and basically just saying, hey, okay, well, what happened here? And, you know, he said it was drugs and this, that, and the other, and why he told the lie or what have you. I just feel like I don't want to dismiss the victims. I do not want to dismiss the victims. But just 1 and 1 is not equaling 2 in this. If the victims are victims, why won't they cooperate with the police and actual file reports if there's a concern? And then on the flip side, Larry, I understand it costs money to sue, but when you don't sue people and they make these types of allegations, you add credence to the allegation. So it's like, I don't want to look at you funny, but come on now, like you're going to forgive everybody, and then allegedly the other victims want to come out, but then they don't want to come out because they're worried about Daryl Moore stalking them. And I'm just like, the same Daryl Moore who doesn't have money to keep going back to court, who didn't have money to really do all of the things. So we're worried that he's now going to have time to stalk the 3 victims in addition to Larry Reid and all of his, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Daryl Moore is a jerk. He's weird. You know, his content is subpar, but I mean, he is an old man. I just don't think he's got all of those resources. So I'm like, I'm getting exhausted from it. I just want to know what in the hell really happened. Please, can somebody just get to the point? Because right now I got depositions and court documents that basically say people made allegations, people did show up, folks ain't supposed to be talking about it, but now everybody's talking about it, all because of a bishop who is still questionable if he's actually a bishop, which is questionable if he actually has a doctorate degree, who has a storefront church with 6 members, who puts his hands on women and gets robbed at gunpoint. Like,
what got me when I listened to the recorder of one of the accusers, and when they say I didn't know I said that didn't happen. I don't have a problem with Larry. He didn't do this. And so right in there, that did it for me. I'm like, okay, because he's no longer credible. If you say one thing and the next thing you say it didn't happen, you're no longer credible, right? Because you just recanted what you said. And the person that had these allegations is cousins with Larry Reid's best friend. That's Larry Reid's best friend cousin. So the cousin called him on the phone and recorded it. And the man said, I don't remember saying that. I was talking real fast. I don't remember. That don't even sound like me. I talked to this man. I didn't even know him. Nothing happened. So that just did it for me. But it was 2 accusers. So I'm like, I don't believe none of them. Because this is a bunch of cow manure.
I mean, I guess that's where I'm at with it. It's, at this point, I just feel like where is the why is there a continuation of the drag?
Because
TV did this whole thing last year, and it's like, okay,
because so Bishop Whitehead brought it. Bishop Whitehead brought it back up, and Tasha K brought it back up on her app and interviewed Bishop Whitehead.
But we're talking about the same Tasha K who is running from paying this money. We're talking about the same bishop who is clearly deflecting from the fact that there's an IRS investigation. He took possibly $90,000 from a congregant. He has a storefront church with 6 members. He just recently choked out a woman, right, wrong, or indifferent. So while I understand people's concern, it's like, okay, but this Larry Reid situation, don't dismiss the fact that Bishop Whitehead is problematic. And it don't change the fact that Tasha K's situation is still convoluted. So again, the court documents look like there was a settlement where there was no money, which is again weird, but fine, that's what y'all agreed on. I guess if we keep talking about it, then we're giving Bishop Whitehead exactly what he wants, the entry into becoming a vlogger. And I'll be damned if I'm listening to him talk
and
about
I think that's what I think that's what it is with Bishop Whitehead, because if you listen, he's bringing in Bishop Bernard Jordan. And I'm like, why is he bringing in Bishop Bernard Jordan? Bishop Bernard Jordan don't have any allegations for him. But if you understand the history, this brother, Bishop Whitehead, tried to join up with Bishop Bernard Jordan, and Bishop Bernard Jordan said no. And Larry Reid warned Bishop Bernard Jordan about Bishop Whitehead. So Bishop Whitehead got this whole issue with Larry. And now that Daryl sent the videos to Bishop Whitehead, now he have this ammunition and to talk about this and to create this firestorm that's been going up on the internet.
Well, I just want to say this, and then I'm going to let the next person come up. Nisa J, child, we can't go one day without hearing about Larry Reid. And you're right, we can't go one day without hearing about Tasha K and this $4.6 million. And if they're going to keep dragging that, I guess we're just going to keep dragging all of the things to drag for the sake of dragging. I guess content is slow. But thanks, Riley.
Thank you so very much for calling in. I definitely want to give a special shout out for you calling in, sister. Thank you so very much. All right. Do we have any more phone calls? I know it's late. I'm off over the weekend, so our shows will be a little early. I just want to make sure that everybody want to call in. Anybody else? Okay. All right. And I think the reason why I can't speak for Larry, I'm only giving my opinion. I think the reason why Larry settled and said we just won't talk about each other because Daryl didn't have any money. Daryl's lawyer wanted to quit the case because Daryl didn't have money to pay the lawyer. So it would have been in a good financial business for Larry to drag this out because Daryl don't have any money. So that's why he just said, okay, let's just settle. Let's not talk about each other. Let's leave it like that. He didn't have any money. Now, if Daryl was worth millions, then it would have made sense to go after him financially and take his money. But he don't have it. Larry would have been at a loss financially because he would have had to pay Ogre and his lawyers that he had. Because Daryl didn't have the money. Daryl said in the court documents that he only made $1,300 a month. And he was talking about his YouTube money. So I can understand why Larry said, hey, I'm not going to continue this because this man ain't got the money. And Larry kind of felt sorry for Daryl because Daryl said, all I make is $1,300. And he was talking about his Google AdSense. So that's where we're at. He ain't got it. I'm talking about Daryl ain't got it. Tasha K got money. Tasha K got property. Tasha K got a company. Tasha K is not broke. She may not have $4 million, but she got some money. She went to Mali and had to pay all that money for the yellow fever shot. So she's not broke. Tasha K get over 6 figures a month off her app. So Tasha K's situation is totally different than Daryl. Daryl got nothing but make $1,300. Tasha K made way more than $1,300. Tasha K have assets to go after. That's why Tasha K, when she was in Africa talking to the African chiefs, she summoned Olga to run to the courthouse to stop Cardi for going in her money and her assets. So while she was in Africa laughing and talking to the African chiefs, okay, she called Olga and said, hey, go to the judge and file some paperwork to stop Cardi B for going after my money. Okay? Yeah, Tasha K controls. She can take pictures in front of the African banks. I get it. But she's making sure to stay on top of this case. All right? Thank y'all so very much. Did y'all like the video? Did y'all like it? Did y'all like the video? Did y'all like the video? Okay. That's why Tasha K, this all could have been avoided for Tasha. She should have just respected the cease and desist and took the videos out. She didn't want to do that. Okay. All right. So we definitely going to say about that. We didn't get enough callers. I know my people are asleep, so I know you're going to catch it. And the replay, I greatly appreciate it. We work a full-time job, and people, we got a person on the staff, and so some of my work salary from my job, from my day job, going to go towards my worker that's going to be updating our pages and stuff. So that's why we're working full-time to hire people and to help grow the brand. You got to put money into the brand to grow the brand. All right. So that's what we're doing. All right. So if y'all upset that I'm going late, I understand, but we definitely have to do that. Tasha make roughly about $300,000 a month on her app, and she can pay the debt and be done with it. She make good money on that. I look for Wiley video on Pangea and see. Thank you. Now we definitely doing it. So we only can hire one writer. I want to hire about 15 so we could be like CNN and just update our posts, but we don't have budgets like that. So only can hire one. Okay. So she will be updating our blog, our Instagram, and our Facebook page. Tasha K is the queen of trolling. This will play out for another 2 years. It will, because if the judge say, hey, we're going to wait till the appeal can take a couple of years. The appeal can take a couple of years. Yeah. So Tasha K is definitely playing this out. All right. I thought we was going to have more callers. Y'all don't want to call in. I just want to make sure, because I know y'all was asleep. All right. We got one more caller. All right. 9554. Hello? 9554. You live? Hi. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to say that it's just crazy how everything is happening and everybody's fighting everybody. Where's the love?
That was it?
I can't hear you. Hello?
You said where
it.
You said where is the love?
Yeah.
It's right here.
Between yeah.
The love is
true.
here.
That's true.
Because everybody is not
You
fighting.
haven't changed.
It's positive people out there that's doing great things. The love is there. It's out there. Are you in a relationship?
Right.
Are you in love?
Yeah, yeah.
So the love is here.
But I really don't judge people like from high school to adulthood to, you know, relationships. I really don't judge people.
You
You
know,
know, I always believe that your God is within you, and um, you know, when you do have troubles, you need to have multiples of people to pray for you.
okay.
You know, but it's not needed like where they're going to, you know, the hole in the wall and you know all this.
Okay. Well, we
You
thank you.
know, so I really don't judge other people.
Yes.
You know, whether it's the church person or you know the um you know where you go eat at or anywhere else. You know,
Okay.
I really don't unless they show themselves. You know, and then I'll be like, okay,
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in.
thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. 5441. Caller, you're live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hi.
I was getting off. I hate to ask you this, but I was clocking out of work when I heard you say something about Rizza. Could you tell me what happened? I'm sorry.
Rizza Islam has been accused by a woman in the nation of, I believe his fiance played a clip of Minister Farrakhan responding to say that you have a rape allegation against you. So he have a rape allegation against him. I played a clip of Minister Farrakhan saying that, Brother Rizza, you need to come to the FOI class to learn how to be a better man. On tomorrow, when they open up, I'm going to call the national headquarters to get more details because I only got a small clip of the exchange. Now, he was talking to the Nation of Islam register members, meaning that the public do not get it, but somebody in-house recorded it and it was on TikTok.
Oh wow. Okay, that's what I missed. I hate that I I used to really not look up to Rizza, but I really enjoyed watching him and the things he had to say, you know, especially when it comes to like waking up our community. So to hear that's a little disheartening. So thank you for repeating that because I missed that
Yeah,
part.
and so
that's
that's where it is, and it's I said this is very disturbing, but I never heard Minister Farrakhan ever address one of his members like that. So I'm like, whoa! So something happened to make the minister address Rizza publicly.
Yeah, but you know they're going to do a lot of cleanup work, you know,
Yeah.
like for that to be leaked, you know, for that to be leaked out, that obviously lets you know that that's why we've never heard that because those are conversations that we're not supposed to hear. So I'm sure they're going to have a nice cleanup crew because Rizza just posted on his page 3 days ago that he, you know, he just got married. So I'm wondering if it's like, is this, and not to take away from the victim, but it's like, why are you coming out with it now that he's, you know, are you upset that he's married? Why didn't you say something before? And I'm not saying it gives him a right to do what he did if that's truly what he did. But I'm just, it's kind of one of those things like, okay, so why now?
Because you have to understand that you have people in the Nation of Islam that is jealous of Brother Rizza. Anytime that you are popular, anytime Minister Farrakhan give you praise, other ministers or other people in the organization get jealous. So let's not act like so. This audio was leaked on purpose for the public to hear. So whoever leaked it don't like Brother Rizza, so they leaked it, and so we talking about it now because usually, rarely clips leak when he's talking to the registered members, meaning to the members that's registered to the nation, not to the public. So this wasn't like a public forum, like public is live streaming on NRI.org. This was a private thing to his members that somebody recorded and leaked it to the public.
Well, what time are you going to call tomorrow?
I'm going to call. I will go live on my station head when I'm calling it, and then I'll replay it, and I'll let you know if I get a statement to hear what they say, and I'll play it on here. But I will be calling tomorrow because it's Minister Farrakhan addressed it. I need to get more context of it. Like, is Rizza Islam still a member of the Nation of Islam? Did he show up to the FYI class? And other people, you all should call as well, so we can get some context on it. Did he show up? He just got engaged. Was it his fiance? I have a lot of questions.
Right. Well, I'm excited to see how that goes. I'll definitely be in the bushes watching. Thank you for taking my call, Wiley, and thank you for explaining that. I'm going to go back into the comments now.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Wow, I think this is going to be even bigger than Larry Reid. This might get the fire off Larry Reid. Now, if I were Larry Reid, I'd bring up this Rizza Islam stuff. If I was Larry Reid. 0235.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Listen, I think you should just wait a little bit until they make an official statement, because
I'm the media. I'm breaking stories. I'm chasing the story. I'm not going to wait. This is hot news. So if I was CNN, do you think CNN going to wait? No, they're going to be making phone calls. They're going to be sending emails. They're not going to wait. So I'm not going to wait. I will be calling in the morning.
But they're not. But the best chance you have is after they make a statement, because they might give you like a whole sentences, a whole paragraph of them denying it, instead, because if you just tell them that straight out right now, you're just say, oh, no comment, or that's all false, or just denial.
I don't think it would be
denial.
It may, if they say no comment, that's still a comment that they said no comment. You understand what I'm saying?
But don't you want something better than no comment?
I will want something better with no comment, and I may get something better than no comment, but whoever leaked that audio, I want to talk to the person that leaked it, can give me some information. You can remain anonymous, because whoever leaked it to the public. So it's a mole in the Nation of Islam, because somebody leaked it and sent it to the public.
Right, I get what you're saying. Now listen, Bishop Whitehead, he is a fool. He just made himself look like a fool. He was so sure, and that's why I said the last time, you need to try to stay neutral on things, because you don't know which way it's gonna go. So I think that it just further proves to me that he was. Oh, sorry, there's fireworks. He was trying his hardest to prove that it was factual about the accusers and all that mess, right? So I just think that he just made himself look like an idiot, just because you hate this man. And I'm not saying that Larry Reid is innocent. And this is my thing: both of these pastors shouldn't be pastors at all, and that includes Larry Reid, because it's like, Larry, you don't need to be messy pastor Larry Reid. You can be messy Dr. Larry Reid. And I think that's what he should be going for, instead of being a pastor. And Bishop, just stop. Bishop Whitehead, stop. Stop, sir. You're doing too much. All of this came about because you made yourself a target, and people had their opinions to say about you. And you want to get back at them, releasing information that is not credible, that is false. Just because they laughed at you getting robbed, people are going to have stuff to say. And this is my thing. You have to understand, Whitehead, that you are a public figure, okay? People are going to have their mess to say about you. People are going to praise you the same way. And he should just stop, because he's looking like Cardi, because that's the same thing with Cardi right now. She's doing the exact same thing. She wants to go on these rants and go off on her haters every day, but won't interact with her own fan base. Like, that's the problem. I think that social media has really changed these people's the dynamics. because it's given, oh, you want to be the celebrity, but you don't want to take the flack that comes with it. And that's my thing. Bishop Whitehead, I'm not going to say Bishop, Mr. Whitehead, you wrong. You need to stop, and you need just to focus on your church, and you need to start figuring out how to pay off that Rolls Royce. That's what I got to say, Why. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so very much. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Okay. We got a phone call that we're going to be making in the morning. So we will stream that on our Station Head show. We definitely will stream that, and we will get a statement. If they hang up on it, we will go live. We will definitely talk about it. Thank you all so much. I want to greatly appreciate. Thank you to my moderators for holding it down in the chat. Thank you all so very much. This was definitely great for the phone calls. We will see y'all in the next live. Thank y'all so very much for calling in. All right. We will be making a phone call in the morning to the Nation of Islam and get a statement from their PR team. All right. Make sure y'all thumbs up, y'all. We got 500 people in the chat. Make sure y'all, let's get to 500 likes. Yes. Hit that like. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you all so very much. Oh, yeah. Text Wiley if you want to be notified. 888-534-4939. Text Wiley, WILEY, 888-534-4939 to be notified. Thank you all so very much. And I will see y'all in the next live. Peace. Subscribe.